You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
Bam. What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday, May. What is this? The 21st? What is this?
22nd.
May 22nd. I didn't even put the damn date in here, May. I'm already fucking up. May 22nd. Here on the Mentality Show. You know what that means? It's time for our show, episode 59. We are here. We are healthy. We are feeling good.
Yep.
What's up, everybody? We're back in business, boys.
Back in business.
Back in business. We're back in business.
What we do.
Back in business every Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Wednesday.
Live from the airwaves of Los Angeles. Okay, LA Talk Radio. We are proud to be here. We are pretty much the number one show at LA Talk Radio. That's right. I said it, Sammy. I said it. We are the number one talk radio show here at LA Talk Radio. We're proud of it, damn it.
Only on Wednesdays.
At 6.
We are proud of it, man.
At 6. At 6.
I'm putting it out there. They say you put it in the universe, the shit happens, right? So
That's what they say.
I'm putting it out there in the airwaves of LA Talk Radio and the universe, okay? We got a lot of things we're going to discuss today. Remember, if you want to chime in anytime, write this number down. The number is 818-570-5085. That's 818-570-5085. And let me tell you what we're going to talk about today. Our title of this show is called This Crazy World We Live, okay? So we're going to hit on different current events. We did this a few weeks ago. It was a great show. Got pretty intense with EL and Sculligan and myself, and I believe Tech called in that day, and Vato V had some stuff to say.
Fuckers always have an opinion.
That's what we're here for, you know. So we're going to talk about it. And if you have an opinion, remember 818-570-5085. But before we get into it, I got to say this: if you're new to the Mentality Show, or if you've never seen this show before, we must warn you that the views and opinions expressed on this show, we don't give a fuck. I fucked that up, right? Some listeners and viewers may find it offensive.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm fucking up today, man. Man, that's that fat burger, man. It's fucking me up, man. All right.
It's coming back up. So what he meant to say is we don't give a fuck.
We don't give some listeners. All right, we'll do this right. Some listeners and viewers may find offensive. Viewer discretion.
We don't give a fuck.
Now you fucking up. All right, we'll get it right next week, folks. We'll get it right next week.
Yeah, coming on 3.
Remember, the key is viewer discretion. We don't give a fuck. All right, so
next,
let's do it, gentlemen. Let's get into our introductions. I'm your host, Delano, the man with the plan, the handsome one, the talkative one, the smart one, the host, the one who fucks Tech C up all the time. That is me. And we got my man EL. What's up, my man? How you feeling?
What's going on? I'm noticing on your computer, I'm not typed in.
And on the teleprompter, he's fucking.
That's because you're here every other week. Yes,
you're in there, but it's like don't type it in now, dude.
It's literally been 10 months.
He had like EL, then he had like an X across it.
I just barely made the cut.
That is funny, man. I'm sorry, man. You know you're here with us every other week or every week. You're right. You're official. You are on the screen, sir. My bad. I appreciate that. So anyway, how you feeling, my man?
I feel good, man. I feel good. We talk about these current events and things that's going on out here, and yeah.
How was your week?
It was good. I was in San Diego Comedy Festival.
Yes, sir. Tell me about it.
It was pretty good. I ran up against some pretty good comedians. Made it to like the top 10.
That's right. You're a 10%er, sir.
Yeah, let's stop about that. But next year, I'll get them.
Right.
I'll get them.
Get them next year. Back in business, boys.
Yep.
That's what's up. Congratulations on that 10%. At least you weren't in the bottom. 90. You're not a 99%er.
Tom Brady was 199.
I'm gonna go.
Putting that out there.
I'm gonna go optimistic with you, and I'm gonna say you're gonna get them all year.
That's right.
And you'll get those fine folks next year.
There you
You'll
go.
be getting people all year long.
Yep.
Yes, I'm trying to get to
putting it in the universe.
Bed to the point where I don't have to like answer you guys' text messages.
It's like I have my people respond in just a second.
My people will respond with that. And then like 2 days later, LOL.
You already Hollywood, man. Scully, how you feeling, my man? What's up?
I'm feeling good, man.
Tell the people how you feel, buddy.
I don't have a whole lot to say. I mean, my list of people who need to be punched in the fucking face is extremely short this week, and that is a wonderful thing.
Yes. Nice.
Scully, always ready to punch somebody in the face here. Typical white guy, man. Typical angry white guy.
Yeah, I might get my ass kicked, but they're still getting hit in the face.
you were not replacers.
At least he's controlling it, and there's no guns involved. So that's a
No,
good thing. That's a
no.
good thing. So keep doing what you're doing, Scully. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
That's what we do.
Sexy Texy, what's up, my man?
What up? What up? I'm
How you
here.
feeling, my man?
I'm a little medicated right now.
No, medicated. What,
right.
beer or what?
Beer, anxiety, meds.
Yeah. My man Texy, he suffers from anxiety. We're going to go ahead and put it out there. We put our business out there. We're not hiding anything from our Mentalians out there, okay? All the nasty shit that I've done.
Yeah.
That's
I
some
pretty
nasty
much
shit.
I put it out there. I'll let you guys know. And Texy, this is a serious thing, though. He actually suffers a little bit from anxiety that he actually has to take medication for.
Fucked up.
He's so we're looking out for him, and we're gonna make sure that he's gonna make it. You know, he's gonna be okay.
I'm gonna make it.
Through the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
good.
Beer and all the other shit he puts in his body. Beer and fat burgers.
To help with the anxiety.
That was your pick for lunch today, by the way.
I think a lot of people are like that. They don't even know what it's like. I mean, if you didn't have stress and anxiety, you'd probably dial 911 because you didn't know what it was like to
Fuck
feel
yeah.
comfortable.
That's true. That's true. I'm not gonna lie. I still suffer from anxiety a little bit. Sometimes I got to take you guys' anxiety medication. You know, so
Suffers-
helps
he
me sleep.
He suffers from ED.
Yes.
ED.
He doesn't even know what that is. Look at him.
I don't know.
Remember
what
last
that's
week he
supposed to
said he's
have.
had a soft
Yeah.
dick? Okay, we're good.
No, I didn't say I had a soft
Erect-
dick. I said
erectile dysfunction,
I said
fool.
if you're suffering from a soft
every-
dick, we're gonna talk about that on the
Every
show.
episode, we revert back to six pump dicks.
Hey, no, see, they used to do that. Yeah, before you were here, I used to always in our first show, I would talk about how I have the biggest dick at the table, right? So every week, one of these
Every
fuckers,
week.
they would bring up something about my dick, right? And I would have to defend myself. So then, audience was calling in saying, "Oh, Delano's always talking about his dick, always talking about his dick." So we got off that. Now they're trying to give me soft dick. So I try. I see what's up. I see what's up.
said.
He did.
What is that, Scully?
That's your dick.
That's not soft dick. That's small dick. That's a difference.
Small dick,
Small
skinny
and soft.
dick. That's a lot of different dicks.
Jealousy. All right.
Yeah.
Vato HIV. How you feeling, my man?
Feeling good.
Yep.
Tired, but good.
Feeling good? Yeah.
And I've been a long ass work week, man.
Yeah.
We're fucking here. We're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
You had a good week, man.
It's- you know what?
Anybody piss you off this week?
Everybody, but we're good, man. It is what it is. Shout out to all my coworkers out there to stay safe, and much love, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
All right,
It's been
okay.
fucking insane, but it's all good.
There you go. It's all good, my man. Tech C.
We're here. We're alive. And we're fucking
Vato
doing this
V.
show, man. So we're good.
That's right. Vato V, Tech C, Scully, and EL. I got you on the list, man.
He's
We all
official
feeling
now.
good. He's official, right?
Feeling wonderful.
So as you know, we talk about everything on the show. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes. We talk about everything from the crazy shit we talk about in this show that makes no sense to all of the world's current events we're going to discuss today.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
That's right.
What else we going to talk about, Vato V?
Hey, from weird people all over the map to why I don't understand why these stupid ass people drive with a fucking dog on their goddamn lap.
Right.
Hey, man.
We're going to get, I should have had you go last. We're definitely going to get into that
Fuck yeah,
after
we
we
are.
go through. What else we going to talk about, Tech C?
Let's see. From this crazy world today to Delano wishes he could have a three-way.
That's funny. I've had plenty of three-ways. What else we going to talk about, Scully? Because I don't have
How'd
a
you
soft
find
dick.
two guys willing to do that?
Now that's when I had a soft dick. Two dudes would definitely give me a soft dick. Man, so
So you just play swords? Soft dick swords?
yeah, the little, those little things in the toy store where you.
Oh, you even know what you're talking about.
hit 'em.
See?
Yeah, because I got a soft dick.
Examples.
Two dudes, soft dicks. Two dudes equal a soft dick. All right. So
Interesting.
what else we going to talk about there, Scully?
From this pouring rain and politicians knocking each other out to how you Mentalians out there are the baddest motherfuckers, no doubt.
There you
No
go.
doubt.
There you go.
No doubts.
hear
That's
that.
what's up.
I
All
hear that.
he just complimented all you Mentalians out there.
All right.
All right. What we're going to talk about, EL?
We're gonna talk about to Ben Carson not knowing anything about HUD, confusing REO and Oreo. I think he's on drugs.
I mean, the dude is damn near sleepy all the time. Got droopy eyes.
is.
Man.
I think
he's
he's
smoking
high.
something, man.
Something.
He got the
I mean-
munchies and went for the Oreos. I think it's cool.
I don't think he could be a good brain surgeon unless you're high, because like you concentrate more.
Hey, there you go.
You take your time. He's like moving real slow like that. Like
Yeah, you don't want him
Yeah.
rushing through something like that. Is that a Bible? Yeah, what is this, man?
this is my joke book. You can't touch it.
This is a nice. That's a thick book. A lot of
If
jokes.
you bring
in
a
it.
joke book in there, you better have some jokes.
Well, there's notes in here and stuff like that about everybody I
It's
meet.
like a Bible, man. Oh, am I in there somewhere, EO?
Oh, I'm pretty sure you are.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. Next week, EO's going to be on stage talking about me and Soft Dick or something. All right, Vato V, you just hit on something that pissed you off, man. You were talking about this before the show. It's going to kind of lead us into our current events, but
Yes.
something happened to you this week that really, really
Something
pissed me
traumatic,
grinded
man.
your gears.
There's a lot of shit that pisses me off,
But
man.
this
But
is very dramatic.
it's
Traumatic.
It's
Traumatic.
crazy.
This is
traumatic.
Look, I like animals, man. I like dogs. I like
We know you do.
dogs.
Remember that
This is that-
episode on bestiality?
Wait a
Wait a
minute,
minute.
that's what-
This is not going to be animal phobic, is
No,
it?
we're good.
Okay, okay. So I'm
But
pro
look,
animal.
This is the shit, man.
He touches the animals.
I touch the animals. I stroke the animals. Look, man, I don't know where the fuck I was going. I was going to the store, and I was gonna make a right
Feline
turn.
herpes. No, I'm just
For real,
kidding.
right? I was gonna make a right turn, and all of a sudden I see this car coming towards me, and I see this lady with a fucking dog on her lap. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Some chick on her.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she
What?
has a dog on her lap.
I want to know, how do you know it was a dog, though?
It was.
You know, I mean, she could have been really hairy.
It's a dog.
Very hairy daughter.
That could have been a hairy
Like, oh,
titty
shit.
for sure.
It was a hairy ass chichi.
Yeah.
No, but she started coming towards me, and all of a sudden, like, she's petting her fucking dog, and I honked at the female, and I, oh shit.
You can say bitch because that's a
Yeah,
female
I
dog.
think that's
Yeah, I said bitch because of the dog. I honked at the bitch, and then the lady turned around and
I'm like, I wasn't talking. I was talking about your
talking
dog.
about the dog. So she fucking swerved like, oh shit, she went like this, and then I stopped right next to her and I told her like, what the fuck's wrong with you? With a fucking dog on her lap. I don't understand these people. Why the fuck do you have to drive with a goddamn dog on your fucking lap?
You know, I'm going to tell you what
People
it is.
love their dogs here.
I'm going to tell you what it is.
This is the town.
Because it's a small dog, and some people get dogs because they like the company of the dog. So when the dog jumps in your lap, it's like a warm feeling because
Yeah.
the dog like kind of like opens
Like apple
up just
pie.
a little bit.
Right?
This is sounding sexual.
I don't know. I'm trying to find very sophisticated.
I was gonna say.
and like it's kind of like warm. So some people want like a
warm apple pie.
No, this is is revealing something.
This
here.
is the
We're gonna
town.
get into the
This is
cycle.
the town
Listen.
where people put their kids on leashes and their dogs in strollers.
Listen,
Yeah, but that's true. But I think we're getting some deeper here. We're getting into the mind of EL here.
You ever had a dog
Yeah.
like lick you one time, like on the face? You be like, I should be upset, right? I don't know. Some people like that. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. We had a guest on our show one time. We talked about killing a dog,
A German
German
yeah.
Shepherd. Right. And he sat in this very seat you're sitting in
Yes.
here, EL. So
Yes,
this
that's a
seat
dog
here,
seat.
It's
yeah.
catchy through the ass. It's
Yeah.
catchy.
That's a dog seat.
If
So
you have
EL has a thing about dogs.
if you want
warmth.
if you want something warm, buy some fucking KY and get a dildo.
You know what?
motherfucker, and play
Maybe
with yourself
she
in the
was-
car. Fuck yourself.
She was probably at that age where her pussy gone cold, so she needs something warm. in
She
her
was a
ass.
young.
What are
she was a
you
young
talking
chick.
about here? Pussy and dogs?
We
What-
don't fucking
you guys
Some
are getting
people
into some
get
sick.
Listen, why do you
Some
say
sick-
dogs like peanut butter?
There you go.
Think about it.
Ah.
What do they put the peanut butter sometimes?
I had no
boy.
idea.
Come on.
What
and
is
then the
where's
dog
this going?
licks away.
rough.
That's true.
So what? Women put women put peanut butter on their pussies, and the dogs lick the peanut butter. I heard about dudes putting peanut butter on their dicks and dogs licking their dicks.
Hey, if you I don't know about that one, but
So if I see a hot chick walking her dog, now my imagination's gonna go wild here.
She doesn't need you, so you got to up your game.
there you go. You got up your tongue, my boy.
She's gonna look at you like, do you have fleas? Maybe we can date.
Just carry around a small jar of Skippy peanut butter and you just smile.
Bing. Anyway, that's interesting. Wow. So so this dog, lady and the dog almost hit you, and that pissed you off.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
come on. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't look. I get it. People are fucking animal lovers. Put your fucking dog in the back of the goddamn fucking car. Or put him on the side and shit, just so you can drive and
Right.
hands free. If this fucking shit you can't use, put a fuck.
Doesn't that thing have to be in the
fucking
fucking seatbelt or some shit?
something, man? I don't
They
know,
got
man.
doggy
But it's like,
seatbelts.
what the
Yeah.
fuck, dude? Like,
Isn't it against the law?
it should be. It should be against the law.
Well, all
but
you
my
dog lovers out
But
there.
my dog is it's therapeutic for me to hold my dog, man. Put your fucking dog next to you. You'll be all right, man.
Yeah, people
I'm
out
sorry.
here treat their dogs
what
like
if
their children.
he's a rescue? You know, that's what
He's a rescue.
traumatized.
Shit, well, the motherfucker almost
That's what they
died.
say.
They're probably gonna go. They're gonna care more about the damn dog than me when I get killed because this stupid ass was stroking her fucking dog in the car. Like, put your fucking car or your dog away.
Well, you made it safe. You're here.
We're here. We're
Yeah.
We're
good.
happy.
The
And
dog is still alive.
The dog's still
Dog's
alive.
still alive.
Hey,
The lady.
and is there a fine for that? I mean, is it illegal or just your cell phone?
I don't know if it's. I think it's. I don't even think it's illegal for somebody to hold a goddamn dog
I
in a
don't think
fucking
it is
lap.
either.
It's not illegal.
Was she black?
She was. She was white.
Oh yeah, I already knew that. I just
Yeah, I pictured that too.
we
yeah.
already knew.
She was a young white girl. Hey, but I seen every race, man. I seen every race with the fucking dog.
Black
in
folks, we don't.
I saw the
we're
picture.
a little mean
and
to our dogs.
It was a
man.
brown dog too. So
Black
I mean,
folks,
just
we
to
have our
keep
dogs.
things in
We get
perspective.
arrested for Black folks get arrested for dog fighting and shit. You know, we don't really treat our dogs with respect. You know,
No.
I don't see too many black people holding their dogs in their laps while they're driving. You know, so
No,
All our dogs are outside dogs.
exactly,
no
exactly.
such thing
With a
as
chain
animal.
around their neck or some shit like that. You know? That's true. When I see homeless people and I see their dogs so loyal to them, I think that is the sweetest thing, man. Like that dog has no idea that life can be better than this.
well, it is because
They got the wrong owner, man.
The wrong owner, man. Exactly.
maybe
know what'd
they
be
got the
funny?
right one because you just said you keep him on a chain, man. That dog's experiencing freedom out
But then
there.
you got owners that baby him like babies. They put them in strollers and they
That's
fucking
true,
You got
too.
fucking
take them to the groomers
dogs.
every week.
You got your
and
baby on a leash
Yeah.
and your
Yeah.
dog in the stroller.
They buy fucking
Yeah.
gourmet dog food
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Buy
Yeah.
CBD for them and shit.
It'd be funny if you
Yes.
saw that homeless
Yes.
guy's dog and you like try to lure that dog away and see if you made that decision. Like have like a bit piece of steak and like swing over in your door, try
Right,
to like,
right.
kidnap the dog and see
Dog's
if he's
like,
like,
Life can
look
be
at
like
boy.
this. Right.
You want this dried up
Could be
Popeye's
cute.
chicken or you want this?
A bone.
You would probably see the
Dylan will take
disconnect
the
between
bone.
that dog and the homeless person because that homeless guy probably take that fucking.
Yeah, the homeless dog's gonna.
You
I'm
guys
gonna
gotta-
stay with you.
The homeless guy and the dog has to fight to the death.
That would be a fun game to play. Hold a piece of steak in front of a homeless guy and his dog. And see who wins, right?
Fucking Hunger. That's Hunger Games.
Who's low now?
That's
It's a
fucked
trip.
up.
It's a trip how a fucking dog lives better than a homeless person, man. Ain't that a trip?
I know they have. Yeah, they have
the world we live in.
programs and everything that
For
take
dogs,
care of dogs
man. and fucking homeless people are like, okay.
Or homeless
Yeah.
or veterans, dude.
Yeah, veterans are homeless.
Take care
Yeah,
of
man, that's fucking
You
crazy.
see a homeless guy with his dog and some person. Oh my God, give that poor soul something to eat. Give the dog something to eat. Fuck the homeless guy. You know?
like, for real.
Thank you, ma'am. No, I was talking about your dog.
Like, for real.
Yeah,
This
that's how it
world-
is.
This fucking society nowadays is ass fucking backwards, man. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
That's
with society nowadays.
most of that is LA
Shit.
shit, man. That's some LA stuff.
It's a-
LA has a very big homeless problem right now. I mean, everywhere you go, even some of the nicer areas. I just moved to a really nice area. Thank you very much. Compliments of LA Talk Radio. They pay us pretty well here. And,
Thanks, Sammy.
And there's some homeless people starting to migrate into my area.
Yeah.
And it's quite scary. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's hard out here.
Sorry,
though.
that was the white guy that
It's
just came
super
out, man.
expensive in LA. Like even like
yeah,
homeless
expensive.
people have roommates.
Yeah.
Pour to the tent.
That's funny.
Funny.
Put that in your joke book. Yeah, that's funny,
yeah.
man.
Write that
is
down.
hilarious, man. Definitely. It's so expensive in LA. Even homeless people have roommates. I love it, man. I love it.
It's
And
funny
their
because
and their dogs, and their dogs have fucking roommates.
Dogs.
Oh, shit.
All right. So anyway, time to get into the meat and potatoes. It's about 20 minutes after the hour. We are going to talk about some current events, some crazy things going on in our world. We just kind of talked about a little bit with the homeless problem in LA. But let's get into some really, really current stuff here. So as you know, we live in a crazy world, especially here in Los Angeles, California. And in a lot of ways, the way that you're able to protect yourself or learn to be a better person is you have to learn from the mistakes of other people. So we try to throw out current events out there that will keep you mentalities out there safe and put it in your psyche, your mentality. Oh, I'm not going to do that shit. Okay, if I want to live a better life. So I want to start out with this story here. All you gentlemen, you've heard of the actor Jason Mitchell, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the guy who played Eazy-E in the movie Straight Outta Compton, okay?
Eazy-E.
Eazy-E killed that role. I mean, if you kind of wince your eyes, you can see that he almost looked like Eazy-E, the way he
Yeah.
talked and everything. So this young man here, he's 32 years old, was on his way. He was a rising star in Hollywood. He started getting work in all kinds of other movies, King Kong.
He was in King Kong.
King Kong, he was in a movie on Showtime, I believe, called The Chi, which is a movie based in about a couple in Chicago trying to make it and you know,
Okay.
in the inner city.
Superfly, Mudbound, all these fucking.
Yeah, he was just on his way, man. Good looking kid, on his way. Had a really nice agency. So anyway, this is what this dude did. Back in 2016, he assaulted a woman in a hotel room. He threw her to the ground. He was arrested for that. So he was on probation for that. And then, you know, he was doing this show called The Chi, and the lady that played his girlfriend, he basically sexually harassed her on a daily basis, made a lot of inappropriate comments, said a lot of inappropriate things to her, so much so that she had to invite her fiance or her boyfriend on the set to sort of deter him from doing some of these things. It got so bad that she was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm out, I can't do this anymore, and they let her walk from the show. Now, they did a whole investigation into this thing and him harassing. It came out that he harassed pretty much every woman on the set, every other woman in Hollywood. So they finally decided to let him go. His agency dropped him. He's pretty much done. He's blackballed in Hollywood. He's the new Kevin Spacey of Hollywood, and he's done. He's done. His career is over. So it used to be when you sexually harass someone in the private sector or in the corporate world,
Any
you were
sector.
done. Okay, Hollywood, you can do all kinds of shit. You can harass all kinds of women. You can do all kinds of nasty, inappropriate things, and you may have gotten a reputation, but you wouldn't lose your job. Now with this whole Me Too movement and Harvey Weinstein and all that,
Yeah.
the whole sexual harassment thing is moved into Hollywood,
Right.
and you're done. So if you're some nasty, inappropriate, famous person out there, keep it in your pants, man. Keep
Yeah.
it in your pants. So
That's bad, man.
any comments about that, gentleman?
Look,
Just threw his whole career away.
My shit is this, man. If you have a lot of people, I don't understand how a lot of people that have it good or they made it to a particular, to the top, not to the top, but you're making it.
Right.
You're making your
You know,
way up.
that's
you're,
where he was.
You're being known.
Right.
You know, what the fuck goes through your head? You're pretty much fucking yourself over, man. You're
Yeah.
sabotaging yourself.
He threw his career
Like,
away.
you're
Yeah.
an idiot, dude. You're a fucking idiot.
All because he didn't know how to carry himself around the opposite sex, man.
Yeah.
You know, some people, that's a condition. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's a sickness. All
you
that.
explain-
I don't know if
explain
it is. Yeah,
Can you explain
I could agree with that, but I could also disagree and say, wasn't it sold that way? Like, it's been that way for so long that when people get into that business and make it,
Oh.
they expect it.
They feel
Yeah.
entitled and feel like they can do
And you
these
have
things.
so many people
Yeah.
out here in LA that are running
They feel
around.
empowered.
Yeah, and people
But
are
then-
trying to make it in
At
LA.
the end of the
They're-
day, everybody knows what's right and what's wrong is wrong. No matter what you expect and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you're rich, you can get away with certain things.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
still know at the end of the day it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
So-
and
yeah.
it makes them feel good.
Yeah.
still wrong.
And that's
So-
and that's why, you know, ultimately they have to pay the consequences that they pay, because
Yeah.
you should know the difference between right and wrong. You should know that you shouldn't be
If it feels good or not, if you like it or not, or if you can get away with it or not, it's still, it's
still
wrong.
wrong. Exactly. That's what makes the difference between human beings and animals. You know.
Yeah, I don't think they cared that it was wrong, and I still don't think they do. I think it just
Yeah.
recently they've been called out, and now all of a sudden people are being put on blast.
Yeah.
Their careers are getting fucked up
Yeah.
over it, and they don't understand why.
But look at this fool.
They, they had a right to
He
it.
still doesn't care. It's funny because
Yeah, exactly.
there's people out there that they see it on TV. Oh, it's not gonna happen to me. I don't give a shit what you think, and I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they still do it, and then they get caught, and it's like, oh, poor me. No, he's done.
Yeah,
You know,
and
he's
how many
done.
people are just trying to make it, and they let it happen because they want to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're stuck here on the streets. They're lucky to share a box with a homeless person.
And
Yeah.
a, do-
So
and a
yeah,
dog.
this guy violated me, but he might be able to get me a little further and advance my career.
Yeah, there you
So I'm
have
not gonna
that
say anything.
casting couch thing. Yeah, and a lot of men, because they know that some women have that attitude, that that casting couch attitude. Like, I'll give you what you want if you
Yeah.
can help me along the way, and they take advantage of that. And sometimes they fuck with the wrong chicks. And
what happens.
if I'm on the set and let's say there's a woman I'm interested in. Like, I remember where I worked, the private sector where I worked. Actually, it wasn't a private sector. I worked for the county. If there was a woman that I was interested in, this is the way you do it, gentlemen, okay? Listen to me, okay? Write this down.
Teach them.
This is how you do it. I've never been in trouble for sexual harassment, and trust me,
You will
I've
be in a
been with
minute.
plenty of chicks in the county, okay? So what you want to do
Making a confession.
is I don't hide anything from my audience here.
sorry,
I let them
audience.
know. Okay, so what you want to do, you there's a woman you're interested in. You find out who she's friends with. Okay, and you become friends with that friend. Okay, then you say something to her. It's like a third party thing. Like, hey girl, hey Teresa, your homegirl, what's his name?
What's his name?
What's his name? Damn. I said your homegirl.
Oh, you should give it up now.
I said your
can't.
homegirl. What's her name? I'm interested in her. What's up with her?
just
Can
fucked
you
us up.
find out some things? Let's stick with the point here.
Sorry.
Can you find out, what's up? And then let her put something in her ear, and then you kind of fill it out from there.
And then
You
you
don't
put-
go straight to the source like,
and
hey,
then
can I take you out? Can we do? Because then she's gonna all of a sudden, you're in trouble. Sexual
you
harassment.
put something in her ear, then you put something in a drink.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn, Bill Cosby style, man.
Yeah.
So that's how you do it. That's how you do it, gentlemen. That's how you don't get in trouble. Okay.
So there you have it.
Hey, but hold on though. It goes both ways, man. There's females out there as well that
all the time.
they want to fuck so they can get somewhere. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So some of those females also got to take blame too. There's guys out there that want to be fucking dirty because they have their celebrity status or their high-ranking power status that they're gonna use that shit to get to somebody.
Women have it made when it comes to sexuality. Okay, a woman, all she has to do, and she don't even have to be that cute, is just stare at a dude, and he's got a, if
That's
you
it.
feel like
That's it.
fucking that day,
He's an idiot.
it's going down. I mean,
an idiot.
she can leer at you, or she can give you a certain look, and you're like, okay,
That's a
it's
setup.
happening, right? But men, I mean, you don't know if a woman's interested in you. I mean, a woman can smile at you. You can think, oh man, she wants me, and then
Yep.
you say something to her,
Sexual
and now
harassment.
sexual harassment. So
It's true.
she,
It's funny you can get self-harassment for saying something.
Yeah.
oh, you can get sexual harassment and
If you
working
hear
in the private
something.
sector.
Yeah.
If you just look at a woman for more than 2 seconds and she feels uncomfortable,
It's-
if you crack a joke
true.
that has something that offends her in that joke, sexual harassment.
If we're having a conversation and she just happens to be walking by and it's like, oh my god, it's offensive. Like, what the?
Yeah,
Sexual
yeah,
harassment.
Yeah,
I really
you know
like
what?
that perfume you have on.
We need-
Oh my God, I'm offended. Sexual harassment.
Do you think
crazy
we
out here
should
for
come up
men.
with a manual? Because a lot of these people say stuff because maybe they thought they got that "fuck me" smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They
true.
said something and got in trouble.
Yeah, but to see they said something. Yeah, I remember a friend of mine. He told this young lady that she had pretty eyes. Like, you have very pretty eyes. She smiled and thanked him for the compliment. Next thing you know, sexual harassment. This guy's in the office under investigation for telling this young lady that she had pretty eyes.
In the
That's
wrong,
how bad
in
it
the wrong
is.
environment, that statement can make a woman feel uncomfortable though.
You think so?
Yeah, because I read
Depending
an
on
article,
who said it.
I read an article. This lady was in an Uber ride with this guy. He went
shit.
past her exit, and he told her on 3 different occasions while she was in the car that she had pretty eyes.
Why did he go past her exit though? That's
Because
the sexual.
He kept her in the car longer to get a longer.
Okay,
go.
that's not.
That's
good.
creepy.
But
That's creepy.
She was scared, and she was like texting and made a scene, got him comfortable, and then she just got out the car when he pulled to a stoplight where people were around.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think if he just simply told her that let's say he took her to her exit and did everything he was supposed to do, and he simply told her she had pretty eyes, he would be in trouble? I think he's in trouble for
That's
the.
creepy though.
I think he's in trouble for the kidnapping part.
What? Tell a woman, like,
That's the part.
I think
Like, so
if
you're
you're
kidnapping.
picking out a specific part of a person to tell them that, that's kind of. I think that's kind of creepy nowadays.
To tell somebody they have pretty eyes. If I
I
tell
mean,
you
I
have
like
pretty
it, too.
eyes, if I tell you have pretty eyes, that's one thing, okay? But if I say you have pretty eyes and you're going to stay in this car with me, that makes it a little different,
Shit,
you know?
I don't know.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
going to force you to stay in this
If
car
have
with
a nice
me.
dress or something like, oh, that's a nice dress or those nice shoes, but like staring at a woman's eyes and telling her she has pretty eyes.
You're
like,
saying something about a physical feature. You're not
yeah,
supposed to say
like
anything
if
about
you're
a physical
if,
feature.
if she's into you, it's cool. But you can imagine, just put yourself like in a woman's position, and some Harvey Weinstein looking guy tells you have pretty eyes. You see how that kind of feels?
I mean, it would feel uncomfortable. I would still be maybe
I
be a
don't
little
think it's sexual
flattered.
harassment though. I think that may make a woman
Yeah,
feel
that is a
uncomfortable,
fine
though.
line, you know. We've run into
There's a
unattractive women. Unattractive women. Let's say an unattractive woman.
Unattractive people.
Hot.
Unattractive, but a woman. Let's say an
Somebody
unattractive
in-
woman
somebody
comes to you and
that's-
says,
Yeah.
Vato V, she's unattractive. Okay,
Snot
you have
in her
very
nose,
pretty
snot.
eyes.
Thank you.
I would still be flattered. I would still be
Let
flattered.
me turn that over. What if that lady was like 2 feet bigger and taller than you, and it looked like she could just take advantage of you if she
Yeah.
wanted to?
I'd be like, thank you.
It might even have a dick.
Oh damn. She'd be like, you have pretty eyes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! This
And an
comedian.
apple.
I miss mine.
Yeah, how do you even do that? Hey, you have pretty eyes,
miss
but
mine.
those cheeks.
Oh, what the hell? I want those.
This
cheeks.
comedian. He's rest in peace. Patrice O'Neill. You remember him?
I definitely
Very
do.
funny
Oh
guy.
yes.
He made a joke about
Yes.
how if he was a woman, like women, they go out with these men, or maybe Louis C.K. said this joke. Women, they go out with men and they risk their lives every day. You're going out with a stranger you don't even know. That's like a man equivalent to a man going out with a fucking grizzly bear. and you don't even know who the fuck this dude can crush your neck, your larynx with his bare hands.
That's true.
And you're trusting him. You don't even know this dude. You're trusting him. You're going out on a date to a secluded whatever area with him.
Hey, you know, that's true.
You don't know what this guy can
That
do.
is true.
Sounds like
man.
internet dating.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. So for
does.
women, you know, a lot of men. I used to do this. I used to like, you know, women they kind of take this thing too far. But when you think about it that way, I remember when I was a kid, this guy, this grown man, I'm a 14-year-old kid, traps me in his room, okay, and starts saying sexual things to me. It was the scariest thing in my life. I felt like I could not leave this room. This guy
Yeah.
could physically take me out. I can't defend myself. It was a scary. And you know, I thought about that. That's what women feel like.
Yeah.
Usually, when a man says certain inappropriate things to him. So, you know, when I think about it that way, I totally understand
I mean,
what
it's
women have
ways
to
to
go
approach
through.
a woman if you're interested in her or if you like her. You know,
Yeah.
you can say something as simple as like, "Do you want to go out to lunch together?" See that doesn't sound bad.
How about the guys that take the approach of sending like dick pics randomly?
That might be a little too far.
Yeah, dale, no, tell me
I'd like to
about
go out
that.
to lunch sometime and
Or
I can show you my
even-
dick.
I mean, actually show some interest in their friend.
Hey, you know, what was this?
And her friend can get you for sexual.
There was a
reasons.
comedian. There's a comedian out there. I don't know what comedian this was, but he said, pretty much when you go approach a female, and I think I said this before, but if you pretty much approach a female, you pretty much tell her, "Do you want dick?" That's pretty much
Yeah.
what you're telling
Yeah.
her.
That's
Chris
It's
Rock.
nothing
Yeah,
else
yeah.
like you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chris Rock.
I want
He's
to
not
fuck. Yeah.
you want dick? That's pretty much what you're saying. To
Right.
a female.
You just have to
They
go through
already
the
know.
motions.
So if they like you, they will let you know.
Of course.
You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Like, you don't have to do like,
And they're
I
gonna
like
say
your,
yes.
I like your lips. Like,
Right. As long as you don't fuck up along the way or say something stupid or inappropriate,
Yep.
you're gonna get the ass, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is so true. You just have to play the game and go through the motions. But when you see a chick and you see a beautiful woman, the first thing you think about, you don't look at her and go, "I bet you we can have a lot of great conversations and she could be a wonderful friend to me." You know,
She's
you
gonna
think
be a
about
great provider for me.
right.
That
All you picture in your head is, that's the only
I
thing.
mean, you should test that theory. That might work.
Yeah.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
hi, how are you? You look like a great partner. Would you like to invest in me?
Yeah.
Unless she's a whore. Okay, we always have. Let's
You
have a
don't
moment.
invest in her.
We always do this. Let's have a moment of silence.
There's
for
always
whores.
the exception to the rule.
And that's it.
That's the whore.
Yes, there's a whore is always the exception to the rule.
Yes.
Okay, so all right, there you go. Sexual harassment. Let's get in another
Don't
current
do it.
event here. Yeah, don't do it. Scully, what you got, man? We're going to get on something very important towards the end of the show that EL is going to bring up. He actually brought it up a few weeks ago.
Okay.
It's a hot topic right now. And I know you have a lot of stuff prepared to say about this particular topic. You have a certain
Which
passion
one,
for it.
so I don't fuck it up.
You know, it's
I got a lot of shit.
it's the
here.
abortion topic. It's the abortion topic.
Oh,
Yes. He brought it up. He put us on the spot that one week. So we got something for you today. Yeah, we got something for you today. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But let's get into some of the more remedial current events. What you got there, Scully?
Yeah.
Remedial.
EL had nothing better to do than give us some really good fucking topics this week. And one of them that caught my eye, and it always does, is these transgender people, because I'm cool with it, but I don't understand it. So I latched onto this one, and it's a transgender woman who was attacked a month ago in Dallas and beat up by multiple men. And I say, this is my hard time with it. So you guys beat me up if you need to. It's not a woman. It's a fucking man. But either way, she got fucking beat by multiple people. It's on video. It went fucking viral.
Why did they beat her up? What
So
was the
I'm gonna
point?
tell you what happened.
Yeah, what happened?
Okay, so yeah, there you go.
He hit
Him.
bumped somebody's car. The person got out the car with the gun, said, "You're not leaving until you pay." Crowd starts to gather around. Then somebody says,
So you paid for the damage of
"Yeah,
the car?
yeah, yeah."
Mhm.
Crowd gather around. Then somebody says, "I give somebody $200 if they hit the transgender
Yeah,
person."
yeah.
And then a couple of people just started beating her up,
Oh, shit.
Damn.
and somebody filmed it.
That's a hate crime.
Wow.
bro.
Yeah, that's a hate crime right there.
So,
Fucked up.
and then a month later, she's found dead. I don't know if her being found dead has anything to be connected with
Jeez.
that. But the fact that people are gathering around anybody, no matter who they are,
Yeah.
to beat them
Lynch
up
mob.
just because you don't like
Yeah.
what they do or who they are, I just like.
That's
see,
fucked
What city is this in? What happened?
It's in
Where-
Dallas.
This was in
Dallas.
Dallas, and that's why it confused me a bit, because I feel like they mixed up the two stories. Because the first story says she was beat up by multiple men in April or whenever it was, and in May, this time she's dead. She's found dead, face down in the street.
And
street.
she made
Because-
she was gonna
and
press
what-
I mean,
charges, though,
those
so I
could
don't know.
be
She backed
definitely
in-
unrelated though, completely. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same
could be,
situation.
though.
I mean,
Right.
she
That-
could
and
she
that's
could have
what
went
they're
on
saying.
a blind date and didn't tell the guy that she was
But
I think the real
transgender, and then she
story-
tried to like get sexual, and then the dude got mad and
But
killed
I think
him.
the real story is
that's-
though. The real story is that somebody in 2019 can get beat up by other grown people while somebody filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think-
hatred in this country is big right now. But it's just like the
It's- I
racism
think
and
it-
shit like
yeah.
that.
Do
and-
y'all think that has to do with
Yeah.
the beating, the people beating the he, she up? Do you think that was the result of that person being a transgender?
Yeah, of course that's why they beat her up.
That was a regular
him up.
guy. If it was a woman, first of all, they wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do
No.
that, and it was a
Yeah.
guy.
You know-
and they
you know
wouldn't
that.
have did that. They beat him up because, and I seen gay people.
Because they're different.
when I was younger.
Yeah, because it's
They're just
different.
different.
But see, this is the problem with America and society in a whole. Everybody needs to just mind their own fucking
Thank you.
business.
Yeah.
Fucking thank you.
True.
If,
Fucking thank
why, if you are that
Cheers.
concerned with another man's dick, guess
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You gay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Worry
Now-
about your own. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
Like, everybody worry about
Leave
their
them
own
alone.
problem. Like, same thing with women. Everybody just mind their own business. She wants to do that. That's her life. That's her
Yeah.
business.
That's exactly.
Point
Yep.
blank. Period.
It's my decision. I do what the fuck I want. It's
There's
like,
one amendment to that, though,
Go ahead.
that I'd like to make. With what you said, EO. Everybody should mind their own business. True. But you have some people who try to force their business on you, like transgenders hitting on. I've had transgender men hit on me.
I have too.
Now it's my business, and I'm going to have to handle. I wouldn't beat the person up or
that-
anything
yeah,
like that,
that's-
but
I would.
you know, I know you would, buddy.
I mean, don't fuck with me. You do you. I'll do me.
Right.
I'll
See,
go have
if
a beer. You go suck a
but
dick.
here's the shit. If you
But see,
say,
that's
if
somebody
you,
not minding their business.
I don't want to. I don't want to
Yeah,
take your
it's true.
point away. But here's the thing: if somebody says, if a person, a male or a transgender or whoever it is, approaches you as a man and it says, "Hey, you know what? You're an attractive person," and you tell them, you know
Sexual
what?
harassment.
But you tell them, you know what? Hey, thank you, but I'm not interested.
Yeah.
But if they continue with the bullshit,
Yeah.
That's
then
that person. Yeah,
exactly.
That's
That's somebody,
harassment.
and that's somebody not minding their own business with
Yeah.
you.
Thank
So, like, I look at it like this: everything they do, like, oh, like you just said, well, the sexual come on to me. You know, it's like 50, 70 years ago. That's what they used to say to black people. Oh, this black girl came on to me. I didn't know she was black, and blah 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 blah. And she ends up getting beat up and stuff like that. Like, that's the
Especially
same
little
as
black men. I mean, not
same-
little black men, but little
the
black
same,
boys.
The same sentences they
Yeah.
used to say, dude. Like,
Emmett
everybody just needs
Till.
to mind their business, dude.
Yeah.
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 The same statement.
That's
So
not
you're
gonna
comparing
happen, though.
transgenders
This country,
to
we're
racism?
very open to.
I'm just
hatred right
comparing
now.
people not minding their business and everybody just treating everybody as an equal.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm just saying
What'd you say, Tech?
that the country is filled with hatred right now, with racism and
Yeah, Trump.
and-
Trump
and-
started all that
Yeah, he
bullshit.
opened it up.
That
he
shit
opened
started
up,
long before
He
that,
opened up the
though.
doors.
He just stirred the soup.
He just-
That's
yeah,
why
it's-
it was already there.
it's definitely always been there, but he like made it okay to openly
Yeah.
say it and
Yeah.
talk
Like,
about it. And
he
do
do
Pretty
it.
much said it's okay to pretty much just be like, you know what? Fuck
be-
it, yeah, just be you.
To be you. Because it was already there. It
Yeah.
was already there. He just came in and just, like you said,
all
stirred
the
the pot.
fucking crazy shooting and the cops fucking getting nailed down. All that shit fucking started a long time
Yeah.
ago,
Yeah.
man. And
I think
so
when Obama was
yeah, I don't-
elected, that started. I think Obama stirred the pot.
No.
He didn't mean to, but him being elected president, people were like,
well, pissed off a lot of people.
Social
pissed a
media,
lot of people off,
Social
yeah.
media stirred the pot.
Yes.
Because of Barack
Yes.
Obama, nobody had access to video cameras. Now everybody has access to a phone, a video camera. Think of all the stuff you've seen. That was
video
wrong.
cameras were before Obama.
Police brutality. Yeah, before not, but no, it wasn't. Not
Video
like,
cameras.
yeah, Obama
Not like
was
how it
elected in
is now.
2008.
Video
Yeah.
They
cameras.
had video
2008.
cameras in 2008.
Yeah.
but not like they have it now, though.
No,
the
now it's
media.
more.
The
No,
access-
I'm talking about
the
social
ac-
media and the most part, like Twitter,
Twitter.
and Facebook, and like Instagram, like how it is
Yeah, it's
now.
blown
Like,
up. It's
yeah,
blown
it
up.
wasn't like that when George Bush was president.
No, we're talking about Obama.
I know that's what it wasn't like that when George Bush.
Oh,
was
when
president.
George Bush was president.
So when
Okay.
Obama came in, this is when everybody had the iPhone,
Yeah.
and now everybody could take a really good video,
Yeah.
and post a thing about all the stuff you got outraged about and mad about. You saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, you saw it on Twitter. You know,
Instagram, yeah, shit
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, Tupac was talking about the police beating up people in '98.
yeah.
Yeah, it didn't get
That shit
around
was
like
going
that.
on in the 50s.
Richard
man.
Pryor had a
40s
joke
and
about
50s.
getting beat up by the
I mean,
police.
We actually give ignorant people a voice with these smartphones.
It's true.
The first iPhone came out in 2007, so cameras were around.
So I think at some
Yeah.
point it's going to have
But
to.
Not everybody had the iPhone then.
Yeah, and Obama came in 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were talking a year later. So, wow, the first iPhone 2007 seems like it's been around longer than that.
No,
That's
this,
when I- wow.
this is actually
That's what
relatively
Google told
new
me.
technology. I mean, I have a little bit of knowledge on how wireless works and all that crap, but yeah, it's all This is all relatively new.
Yeah.
And I think just giving everyone a platform
Yeah.
is going to take some time to level out, because you get everybody's opinion out there. And I can tell you, here's something, and this could be taken in a different conversation, but I was looking for stories that were trending.
Mm-hmm.
The shit we're talking about right now, it's not trending. You could go on Instagram, you can go on fucking Twitter, all that. People are like watching the guy that fucked up on a skyscraper, and they got the video game and
Stupid, silly shit.
Yeah, they're just watching stupid, funny
Random.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
And
There's
I'm
a
like,
movie.
I'm like, really? This is what people are doing today?
Yeah. There was a movie that came out a few years ago. I advise you guys see it. I don't know if you've seen it before. It's called Idiocracy.
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys-
I've seen
Yes.
it.
Oh my God, that movie! It was a comedy movie, but it hit
had
on
a
some
great
things.
message.
It had a great message.
It wasn't necessarily that funny, but
Yeah.
the message of the movie was
Oh my
like
God,
great.
it was great. It talked about the dumbing of society and how this guy who was in the military, they froze his body, and then I guess they accidentally unfroze him 200 years later. or
200
something
years
like
later,
that.
but what they did is somehow society got together and made, like, instead of like killing all the slow people got together and killed all the smart
people, right? Right.
and like took out everybody that had a IQ over 70 or something like that. So the whole world
They outnumbered them.
ran by idiots.
Right.
And so this random guy wakes up and he's like, "What is going on?"
Like the doctor comes and checks him out. Everything is like, okay, bro. It looks like you're looking good. Everything looks good here. It's just you just talk like a fag, right? he's like, what do you mean? What's going on with my heart? He's like, there's that fag talk again. This was his doctor, man.
Like the president had like a
President.
jacket with like the sleeves cut off.
Oh,
And,
my
like,
God.
He comes in on a boat with 2 AKs and shooting like I'm the
president-
president, mother.
Right. Like a wrestler. He was like a wrestler.
And everybody's like, yeah,
Right.
president.
And who's the guy? The big guy? What was his name? What's his
Terry
name?
Crews.
Terry Crews was played the president.
Yeah.
It's go
got
see the
sexually
movie. It's
harassed, too.
hilarious.
He got sexually
He
harassed.
did get
Yes.
sexually harassed. Terry Crews was sexually harassed.
I had one question, because I know we're going to move on here in a little bit, but I was wondering about this article about how a month ago, all right, I got fucking beat up. I'm putting myself in this person's shoes. A month ago, I got beat up by multiple people. The video is only of this person getting beaten up. Nothing beforehand, whatever. So I don't know what happened. I agree with you. I'm guessing that
Get beat up.
the tube top and the short shorts.
We
Kinda
all know
started
what
it.
happened.
Yeah.
when
Talking about the
when I got
transgender
beat up.
again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you go back to that, this is what I want to know. Okay, that happened that month, and then you ended up fucking shot dead by somebody you had a fender bender
It could be
with.
related.
Yeah.
Could be related.
No,
Very-
they don't know who killed him though.
They don't know. It could be
No,
related.
they think that he bumped into
too coincidental.
somebody's car, and that person wanted the money.
So he went looking for him and killed
Oh.
him.
No, they were at this scene. They're like,
I know,
they
but he
bumped-
died later, a month later.
Yeah, a month later.
So
No, it's
who-
two different instances.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
That's my question.
But the same person though.
beat up. The same
Well-
person got beat up in April, died this month in a different situation.
So who killed him is what we're asking.
understand.
this
I
person
don't
was
know.
shot dead face down in the street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we
I'm
don't know.
saying,
Nobody knows
I'm
who
saying
killed him.
like, what, I mean, the most obvious is this guy probably came on to some dude and didn't tell him he was a man.
The point is,
and then the dude
it
found out.
It could be related or it could not be related.
yeah,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
knows?
But that's
I'd say it's unlikely it's related. Come on, that's
I would
so
think
different.
not.
Yeah.
well, if a
Yeah.
person can get beat up, why can a person get shot?
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
but,
but not-
but
something
that,
like that.
But if it happens
Don't act
separate,
like gay people don't get like killed though. Like
No.
I'm not saying they don't.
but
I'm
he's saying like that those incidents are
Separate,
isolated. Yeah, they're isolated
separate.
incidents.
you don't know if they're related or not.
Yeah, who knows?
it's
Who knows?
unlikely that they're related.
yeah,
I think they're unrelated. We all think.
Yeah.
I think
Unrelated.
I think it's unrelated.
Unrelated.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
think it's unrelated. I think
I don't know.
I think that person was
That's what-
probably
Yeah.
on social media, went out with someone who was a man and played
then
the part.
yeah, and they
then
killed him.
It's a dangerous life.
And then they found out that they weren't. And then
Being a transgender is a dangerous life. Go
Yeah.
ahead and tell the people,
Well, it
Bato
is.
V,
Well, here
how
we go.
dangerous that life is.
Let me tell you.
Yes.
All right, we got to get into this, guys. We only have a few minutes left. So we talked about, I mean, when it comes to current events, we could talk about stuff all
Fuck
day.
yeah, dude.
That's what I love about
can't
these
believe
shows,
this has
man.
gone by this fast.
It goes
Yeah.
by so we're going to get into this is probably going to be a new format we do a few times a month. This
Hey, once-
current events,
once a month.
especially if something's hot and trending.
Yeah.
What do you guys agree with that?
Fuck yeah, let's piss
Yeah.
people off. Let's
Okay,
do it.
let's do it. All right, so we're probably we're starting. Our show is still growing, and we're still doing. So let's go ahead and get into this real quick. EL, let's talk about the whole abortion thing. That's a hot topic right now. Women are
Very hot.
pissed. Women are upset. It seems like all these states, a lot of these red states, are voting for the abolishment of abortion.
Yeah.
And women are pissed off. They feel like they don't have a voice these days, and a lot of whores are upset. What are we gonna do? So how do you feel about this?
I think it's an easy way to solve this problem. It's so easy to solve this problem. I think every man that's not married should get a vasectomy. Right? Listen to this.
Whoa, you talking about me, sir? You put me in that category.
Let me finish the statement, because in reality, when a woman and a man have sex, and the woman ends up pregnant, when both of them don't want to have a baby, who fucked up?
The man.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
So
it's
whose
on him.
fault is it really?
It's the man.
According to society,
No.
it's the man's fault. But in reality, it's the woman's fault. It's her body. She's the one who makes those
So
decisions.
who's fucking up?
Yeah.
Both of them.
Well, they're both
No,
fucking.
no.
they're
She's
both
not fucking up.
They're
He's
both
fucking up.
They're both fucking.
According to society,
They're both fucking up.
So if every man
It's equal.
that's not married get a vasectomy,
Don't be a flake.
will we have this problem? I mean, just be real.
I am not getting a vasectomy, sir. I want to have kids one day.
If you
Yeah,
both
it's
have raw
reversible, though.
fucking dude,
Huh?
It's reversible.
Oh, I got to go all through all that getting
Because you're
divorced
the one who
to have a
has
kid.
You're the one who's
high.
nutting up in the women.
I ain't nutting up in maybe my pullout game is bad or whatever.
Well, for the
That's
man,
not
the
your
pull-out
fault.
game is bad.
it's not my fault if my
she
pullout
still
game.
put the pussy on a platter, dude.
So, but you're taking it though.
I'm taking it, but that don't mean okay. If we're
Okay,
fucking
if
and she
she's
gets
with you-
pregnant,
no,
it's my fault.
If you're together and you guys both say like, I don't want a baby, and you like, oh, I don't want a baby either.
You're still
Then
fucking.
who's making the baby?
You both are.
No,
but I'm
both
not
are.
intentionally.
It takes
I'm not
two.
intentionally making the baby. I'm pulling out, but maybe I didn't pull out in time.
It takes
But whose
two.
fault is it
You
that she
can't
got
make
pregnant?
a baby without one or the other. So
Okay.
it takes two. So the
So
both-
women should stop
equal.
having sex. Which one is it?
I see what
So,
you're
yeah,
saying. EL's
man
trying to
should have
say,
stop having sex too. Then it's
Yeah.
two. It's equally at fault.
but
You
EL's
can't
trying to say
one is more than the
Yeah,
other.
but listen. Let me
Yo,
let
you're
me
trying
give you a
to say-
demonstration. Look at this. Listen, watch this.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want a baby. I don't want a baby. Okay, we're not gonna try to have a baby.
Why are you doing that then?
First of all, she got a big pussy compared to that. For our audience out there, he's using a pen, OK signal.
I don't want
so
a
you
baby.
know,
I don't want a
I
baby.
left a big wad of pre-cum in there.
Don't
Like,
fuck
it's
me
still
then.
the same
I won't
fucking
fuck you,
thing.
bitch. It's equal. You can't both have the same opportunity to say no.
She has the final decision on.
All I gotta say is this. To men out there, the littlest drop makes the fattest baby.
Yeah,
all I gotta say.
exactly. There's a lot of pre-comes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that pre-cum will knock it out right now.
Exactly. So snip. Let's go.
I see what you're saying, EL. It makes sense. I see what you're saying. You're saying
Nope.
ultimately it comes down to the man fucking up and not pulling out on time or busting his side.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you
and
snipped.
that has nothing to do with like a man could totally get a woman pregnant and she don't even want to have is not even expecting to have a baby, But she made the decision, okay, to let him put his dick inside of her,
Yes.
and off with the off chance that she
Yes.
can get pregnant.
But listen,
so it's her. And then when she
Equal.
has that baby, it's his responsibility just as much as it is of her
Yeah,
as
I
hers.
agree.
So it's a 50-50 thing the whole way.
Equal.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
equal.
all
Oh,
said
man.
and done, we fucked. You're knocked up. Are we having an abortion?
That's the thing. Abortion is
And it's
almost
her
illegal
choice
now.
at that point.
But hold on.
But
It's
the
her choice.
The issue is abortion. They're trying to make abortion illegal. That's the problem. Though.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
not just
so
the same
here-
way.
okay,
You
here-
can't have-
bullshit.
It can't be 100% illegal.
Look.
okay?
Well,
It has
okay,
to be
you
an
can't get-
option.
After 6 weeks.
Yeah, you
cannot
can get arrested.
You cannot get an abortion,
You can get arrested.
even if you're raped.
Where?
You get jail sentence.
Georgia,
They
Minnesota,
consider it murder.
and
Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama.
You can't not get an abortion after 6 weeks, even if you're raped or incest.
Yep.
This is the
So
new
that-
law,
that's
and that's
stupid.
the problem.
Yeah.
That is stupid. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with it either.
It's going around.
It's fucked up.
And I know I
I
have a
agree with that.
penis and I'm not supposed to have an opinion because I don't have an uterus. But
I don't have a uterus.
I think that there should
But
be. I think it should
we're
be
the
allowed.
people. We're the people who made that into law. It was like
I didn't
It was all men. It was all men.
all men,
yeah.
all 60
All white men.
I'm not
all
those
white
men.
men.
I'm just saying
all
though.
that.
I'm saying, but
It was all
You know
white
what?
men.
There's a
Scully.
ton of white men
fuck
that
those
don't
men.
speak English.
but look at it like this.
In case you know what,
can
Scully just
man-
flipped me off, folks.
How can men, 60-something-year-old men, make decisions for women? That
they
makes
don't.
no
Fuck that.
sense.
Yeah, and that's
'Cause
what the
they-
women are pissed off about. That
'Cause
all men make.
They're
this
fucking
decision.
those 65, 70-year-olds are mad because he cannot get a fucking hard.
They got soft
prostates
dicks.
are
They
fucked
can't get a
up.
hard on.
Soft dicks.
Now it was
Yeah,
all
fuck
women
yeah.
that made that decision. I would back off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Should
saying?
should there be? Here's a good opinion. Should there be a cutoff? At what point did you just fuck up? Because is it 3 months, 4 months, 5 months? Or are you going to let someone at 8 months when you got a full grown fucking?
Well, let's decide that. But 6 weeks is not the cutoff.
Fuck
No.
no.
What's the usual cutoff? What was the usual cutoff before it?
It's like four
I think
months.
it's like
4 months.
No, that's a lot.
Man,
yeah.
that baby's grown.
No, there was a long time ago.
4 months?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard one for me to even a 4 month. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a,
But they had a TV show that said I didn't know I was pregnant. You know, when
Yeah.
women would have
No, I get-
go to the bathroom and have a baby, and then
baby,
you know.
not even
But
know it,
I
yeah.
understand. See, but if you don't know, if you have a baby and you have a baby, that's a different situation. But if you have an opportunity for a female to abort a kid when you were fucking raped, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's- yeah.
But that should be automatic. It should be before 6
exactly
months.
not,
though.
But
no, but I'm saying like they're saying 6 weeks, right? So if you get raped and then you find out you're pregnant, like
yeah,
abort
but
that shit
but
right
what
away,
I'm,
right?
but there's
But what if
but
you
the
don't
law-
find out?
But hold on,
You don't
though.
find out.
But hold on,
So
though.
6
But you
weeks
said
later.
that there's a law stating that even if you were raped or something, like you can't.
Rape and incest.
Yeah, one of the
It's a new
states.
law.
One of the states did throw that in. That's
all of
You
them.
cannot have it, right? You cannot have
Incest
abortion.
and rape. Yeah.
if
have
you're
abortion.
raped, if
That's
a
fucked
woman
up.
is raped, don't you think she's gonna be checking
fuck yeah.
in the
She
week?
don't
or
know.
two?
Yeah.
She
She
may
don't know-
not.
she
She
don't
may
know if
not
she's
be
doing
busted.
she's
It may
raped,
be-
though.
Listen, she may be traumatized. She may not come
She knows
forward
she's
until
raped.
after 6 months, though. You know how many women get sexually harassed or raped or touched and don't even come forward because they're embarrassed
You're
because
right,
it's their
you're
dad
right,
or their
right.
brother or somebody crazy like that?
What if Bill Cosby fucked you while you were sleeping and he busted inside of you? You didn't even know it. And now here it is 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks later, you're carrying Bill Cosby's kid. And you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Now I got to have it. You know, shit like that.
But that's
It's
shit.
fucked up.
But
Everyone
that's-
knows when they had sex, dude. If there's
Regardless,
something,
but look, regardless of whatever, this is my opinion. Regardless of whatever the fuck, a woman has a right to do whatever the fuck they want to do in their lives.
And that's what
Simple
it comes
as
down
that.
to. All right, gentlemen, we got 30 seconds. Last
She
words,
said-
30 seconds, Scully. Last words.
that's no.
Last words, Tech.
Motherfucker, you drive a Prius, sell that car, fuck your, fuck that car.
Last words, Vato B.
Hey, put your fucking dog next to your goddamn fucking seat. You're putting it back living at home, goddamn.
Last words, EO.
I think Ben Carson drives a Prius.
Oh, fuck him.
All right, to some today, show up. Sexual harassment, don't do it. Abortion, it's a woman's decision.
Yep.
You know,
Transgenders, leave
don't
them
drive with your dogs. Be careful, you Prius drivers.
cheers,
Ben
bitches.
Carson is a driver.
Hey,
and
leave the transgenders alone, man. They're fucking human beings. Leave them alone.
there you go.
man.
All right, there you go. This
People,
crazy
man.
world we live in.
Mind your own
folks.
fucking
Crazy
business.
ass world.
All right, now,
fucking business.
before we leave, we got this thing we call Mexican Word of the Week. Vato V, what is our Mexican Word of the Week?
Pikachu.
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 How is Pikachu? Our Vato V was hey, no. Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Let's hear it.
How is Pikachu our Mexican Word of the
hear
Week,
that.
buddy?
My dad took us to the shoe store, and he said, "Okay, Pikachu, so we can get out of here." I love it, Pikachu.
Hey, can we have 2 Mexican words today? Because the other one was fucking.
Yeah.
What's the other? Okay, all right, we're gonna do a bonus. What's the other?
I don't have it with me, man, but I'll do it next
All
time.
right, we'll do it next week. All right, folks.
Have it with me, bro.
All right, next time, catch our show, www.thementalityshow.com. Past episodes on YouTube, latalkradio.com, Facebook Live. Catch us now on iTunes, Google Play, soon to be iHeartRadio. Folks, always remember in life, you're good, but with our help, you could be the best. We'll see you next week, folks.
Vámonos.
Be a man, boy.
Your man, boy. Share the show, too.
You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.